2 o'clock in the morning now. Everybody's woken up and we're packing our gear into our bags, and then we're going to get on the Warriors and start the day. So we're going to be up and about and moving for the next 18, 19 hours at least. So it's going to be a very, very long day.
The soldiers assemble by the Warrior armoured vehicles and begin to mount up. B Company, consisting of Fusiliers, will be dropped outside the village of Yatimshay and hold position. Once they're in place, C Company of the Royal Welsh and the Afghan security forces will clear the south of the village, known as Objective Silver. Once that's done, B Company will then push into the heart of Yatimshay, known as Objective Gold, and clear it of any enemy. The Warriors head off, and it's not long before reports of insurgent activity begin to filter through.
Right, so far we've only just begun, but we've had several reports of Taliban sighted already. We've dropped a couple of bombs on them, and we've got reports of them preparing to attack us, so it does seem that they are in the area.
Cramped up in the dark, stuffy back of a Warrior, the soldiers of C Company sit in silence, preparing themselves for what's ahead. As the sun begins to rise, the Warriors stop and the troops begin to dismount. They are outside a large compound that they have to clear of any enemy. It's been confirmed that there are no civilians in the area, and therefore the soldiers can go in hard.
Get up there! 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 Go!
A Warrior knocks down part of the compound wall, and the troops are able to enter and begin clearing the buildings of the enemy.
So we've reached our first objective at the moment. We're going through the compounds now, clearing them, and then we're going to take up a rooftop position to support the ANSF as they go through their objectives.
The area falls silent, and the soldiers climb onto one of the roofs in the compound to provide cover for the Afghan forces as they begin to clear the south of the village. A radio message comes through.
Boys, just come over the net, so the Taliban commander has been killed and the rest of the Taliban have moved out to Yatimshay.
It's seen that the 2,000-pound bomb that was dropped on a Taliban position before had killed their local commander, causing the rest of them to flee in disarray. In the hastily abandoned compounds, the soldiers find primitive night vision devices, writing utensils, and also bombs and bomb-making equipment. There have been reports of booby traps littering the empty compounds, and several suspect packages are discovered.
We came in red, objective now clear. However, on subsequent follow-up clearance, now found a possible IED in this location here. Just gone to as far as confirming it. Now we'll record it and then obviously pass it up the chain of command for subsequent taskings, i.e. EOD coming in to clear it.
With the compounds emptied of any enemy, the soldiers from the Royal Welsh are able to support the Afghan security forces in the south of the village. The first part of the operation was a success.
Let's go!
It was now B Company's turn to push into the spine of compounds that run through the centre of Yatimshay. Progress is slow and the temperatures are high.
We believe that the Taliban have completely left the area now. They've run away. They've been firing some rockets at us, which have obviously been quite inaccurate, but we think that's just a parting shot and that they're gone now. But yeah, it's getting really, really hot now, and we're walking, everybody's carrying a lot of equipment, so it's pretty exhausting at the moment.
Although the village is empty of insurgents, the soldiers have to advance carefully. There have been several improvised explosive devices discovered, left by the Taliban to injure people as they pass through the village. While the Afghan security forces aid the Fusiliers in searching compounds, the Taliban can be heard talking to each other on their radios. They can see the soldiers clearing the village, but they can't do anything about it. After several hours of walking, B Company reached the other end of the village. Yatimshay was now empty of any Taliban. The soldiers move into a compound, and once it's been checked for booby traps, they hold position there. Nobody expected for the area to be won so easily.
To be honest, this couldn't have worked out better because the threat of overwhelming force of ISAF caused the Taliban to realise they really couldn't cope and to withdraw long before a shot was fired. So all in all, it was an absolute success. Couldn't have gone better.
After a long, hard day of marching, the troops are finally able to rest. So far, the operation had been met with overwhelming success, but it wasn't finished yet.